find our next replays here. I have all of the initial matches in an archive. Alright. We're going to have Team Leftovers versus Team Meta Slaves here. Hey, hey, Hellshound. Hype it, hype it. We've done some playing around with some of our stream output settings. We're now successfully scaling down properly to 1080p at 60 Hz. From what the guys have said in the chat, it's coming through all clear. So we may have a usable VOD for our YouTube videos. Alright. Round 1. Between Team Leftovers and Team Meta Slaves. Let's fast forward until the players place. And then we'll give the rundown. Hey, hey, welcome everybody. We're on the second match of the qualifiers at the moment. We've just done Team Barcode versus Team Drids. Team Barcode taking a 2-0 victory there, moving on to the next round. And here we have Team Meta Slaves versus... I've already forgot the name. Team Leftovers. The ready calls go out. Alright. All players place. Alright, on Team Leftovers. Many people already know the names. We have Shadhunter going into the Cortex faction, starting Cortex vehicles. And we have Captain Jack Sparrow going Armada. And Flash starting out as Armada bots. Let's head over to the other team. Alright, for Team Meta Slaves, X Factor Live starting out with Armada vehicles. In the center, Mitvit starting out Cortex, yet to place down a lab, securing the economy. And then Yotaniko in the red, starting out as Armada vehicles. Meta Slaves, ladies and gentlemen. So will we be seeing Whistlers, Janus, and Stout Tanks? I believe we will. Captain Jack Sparrow placing down a vehicle lab here on the front. So Armada vehicles, Armada bots, and Cortex vehicles versus Twin Armada vehicles. Mitvit yet to place a lab, but we see him sharing metal to his teammates, boosting the economy of his two flanking partners, relying on his initial defenses to prevent any raids to his economy. Scouts out from Flash, Jack Sparrow, and Yotaniko. Shadhunter opts for an early unit. X Factor massing out more rovers. Flash bringing out a light plasma bot at home. Yotaniko searching for some exposed economy here, but not finding anything. The start from leftovers, very safe, building just the right amount of light laser towers and units to keep the scouts at bay. No mexes will be claimed here. Flash escorting his constructors with units. One rover goes down to the commander. Flash on the ball as X Factor is going to micro unit elsewhere. Rover from Captain Jack Sparrow also goes down. Yotaniko assailing the mexes placed by Shadhunter. Shadhunter having to micro his units around it. Shadhunter going into the missile trucks early. Midvet still sending out resources to his lane opponents as he gets his build power and economy established. Scouts in reserve here from Yotaniko and X Factor. Captain Jack Sparrow saw that last rover, so he sends a unit out to intercept. X Factor still has rovers in the backside of Flash's base, being a royal pain. Radars going up from X Factor on the front, giving him vision. Yotaniko the same. Jack Sparrow has one back at his base, giving good vision over his sector. Midvit and Captain Jack Sparrow's units take to the center of the map now. Midvit commander still at home, assisting that lab and getting the build power set up. X Factor's commander moving forward. Flash the same. Shadhunter and Yotaniko to meet in the center. Successful raid from X Factor into Flash's economy here. Flash brings a tick forward, but the Blitz tanks claim 1, 2, 3, 3 mexes and multiple unit kills. A fourth mex goes down from X Factor's raids. Yotaniko pressuring Shadhunter. The early missile trucks give good vision and good range, but their damage is quite low in comparison to the small death ball of light tanks from Yotaniko. Blitz tanks from X Factor being assailed now from blitz tanks from Captain Jack Sparrow. Midvit continues to move units up to his center. Midvit spots a stray tick that got through on the back side to X Factor's base. X Factor moves a constructor in to go and reclaim. Rover from Midvit responds. Captain Jack Sparrow spots the rovers from Yotaniko in the back of their base. Yotaniko microing elsewhere, all but forgotten about the units in the back. Light laser turret from Flash here, going to pick up a kill on X Factor's constructor here. Flash moves forward to degun some units from X Factor. X Factor dodges and moves forward with the Janus tanks. Flash's commander taking some serious damage here. Those Janus tanks do an immense amount of damage to commanders. Medium tanks moving forward to take pot shots, just outranging the commanders. 2 more hits from the Janus, and Flash's commander is just about done for. Flash brings his units in to escort his commander and withdraws from the front line. Midvit now moving his commander forward. Jack Sparrow still at home. Yotaniko getting pressured from Captain Jack Sparrow. Midvit sends units to respond. Jack Sparrow gets an eco raid off on the north side of Midvit's base here too. X Factor taking some time to build up his economy, losing some constructors. He's going to build several more. Flash is on his 3rd construction turret, going into advanced solars now. Economy well established here. The East Side Team Leftovers up 850 energy to only 700 from Team Metaslaves. Jack Sparrow now mixing in medium tanks with his light tanks. Mitvit moving forward with his commander. Captain Jack Sparrow is not on the line yet. The commander able to absorb a lot of damage and pressure from the medium tanks. Yotaniko concedes some ground to Shadhunter, but now bringing up a ball of medium tanks and lashes and whistlers of his own. X Factor smelt blood earlier. He's going to move forward and attempt to pressure the defenses of Flash, looking for the kill on that commander. The medium tanks pull back to escort the Janus. And here comes Midvit. Midvit's coming in with a swarm of light tanks. If he finds Flash's commander, this could be an easy kill here. The light tanks absolutely overwhelming the medium tanks from Captain Jack Sparrow. All three go down, and the light tanks move forward unstoppable. The last of the bot units from Flash fall to X Factor's units, mismicroing a constructor, walking it into a light laser tower. Meanwhile, in the top side, Yotaniko, missile trucks against missile trucks, tickling each other to death. This is the true meta. But the light tanks from Mitvit break through and eviscerate Captain Jack's economy, or nearly all of his solar panels falling to the incisor light tanks from the Cortex faction. Flash sending units to go and assist, pulling off the front line entirely, tech swapping into medium tanks at home. Flash buys his team some time. Captain Jack Sparrow down to 85 energy now, compared to Mitvit at 365 and climbing. Shadhunter gifting some units to his teammate Captain Jack Sparrow. Flash, quick to respond, moves in the resurrection bots to go and bring up all of those dead units. Revival only costs energy. It doesn't cost any metal whatsoever to bring the units back up and repair them. Medium tanks from Captain Jack Sparrow gifted by Shadhunter now, pressuring the front lines of Mitvit. All of the LLTs fall. Mitvit's commander takes some damage here, but withdraws behind the safety of the next turret. Mitvit moving forward, the D-gun claiming nothing but a wreck here. X Factor, his economy very well established, shares resources with his team. Metal and energy flowing out. 6 construction turrets up here from X Factor Live. He literally can't spend these resources fast enough. His economy right now is huge. But he has to wait for those units to travel all the way over the map, whereas reinforcements come a little bit faster as Captain Jack Sparrow positions his units on the north side, ready to assist with X Factor's aggression at any time. Meanwhile, Shadhunter is getting the short end of the stick here when it comes to the exchanges in the north side. The Janus tanks pulling their weight against the Cortex brutes and lashes. Captain Jack, and not letting the enemy team sleep here, continues to pressure forward with his medium tanks. Circular drive-bys here, exchanging units, but the reclaim goes to Mitvit currently. Artillery and a heavy laser tower on the front line from X Factor. X Factor constantly pushing back the units of Flash. Flash has enough units to hold them at bay, but not enough yet to assault any line. Flash is moving units down for a flank assault, but X Factor's already wise to it and moves units out to respond. X Factor's teammates constantly pushing metal into X Factor's economy. The medium tanks taking some serious damage here from the overwhelming number of units. And as he continues to pressure the front line with Janus tanks and medium tanks, Flash moving forward, repairing them with res bots as they're damaged. But the reinforcements now from X Factor Multiple missile trucks here. Janus and medium tanks going to waylay the flanking assault from Flash. X-Factor skillfully moves his commander in and deguns the entire front line. All of the resurrection bots from Flash here going down. X-Factor gains huge value out of the micro skill of his commander here. Heavy laser turret also on the line from X-Factor, giving him additional pressure. Captain Jack Sparrow gets the drop on Mitvit's commander in the top side, however. And the first commander goes down from Team Meta Slaves. Well played from Captain Jack Sparrow, playing so much of the early game on the back foot. The response from his teammates keeping them in the fight. Yotaniko, though, matching Shad Hunter's unit count and continuing to push forward with missile trucks, Janus, and medium tanks. X-Factor preventing Flash's push here on the south side. Flash now having no units to respond. Medium tanks, missile trucks, and Janus go out from X-Factor live. A cloaked extractor there, stunning some of his units, slowing down his assault on the south side. The last of X-Factor's units on the front line go down, but Flash unable to push forward until the artillery comes up to deal with the heavy laser tower. X-Factor balled up a lot of units here on the south side, and he's now going to move forward. Mitvit gives as good as he gets, and the commander from Captain Jack Sparrow goes down, and Mitvit is on Captain Jack Sparrow's doorstep. Laser tower defenses go up, but the blitz tanks and the medium tanks push through the center here. Pounder riot tanks here with their high velocity, high impact rounds, stopping medium tanks in their tracks. And the medium tanks move forward, taking down more solar panels from Captain Jack Sparrow. Flash sending units down to assist. Shad Hunter's commander is under threat as Yotaniko also pushes on the front line. Medium tanks and Janus from X-Factor pushing on both his north and southern fronts. More reinforcements from both sides. Mitvit's Flash's commander goes down. The assault, the Janus tanks and medium tanks from X-Factor now pushing through Flash's line. Mitvit's units keeping Flash's units busy, while also simultaneously threatening the economy of Shadhunter, as Shadhunter brings his commander back into his base, but now missile trucks and Janus threaten his commander, the Whistler trucks steadily bringing it down and poking it to death. This is the last commander, and it goes down, round one, going to Team Meta Slaves. Second round played on the Eye of Horus. Can Team Leftovers bring it back? Ah. Alright, Eye of Horus. Multiple elevated positions and craters that vehicles cannot cross. What prevails? The brute force of vehicles or the superior tactical maneuverability of the mechabots? Or will we see the sneaky airplay from any of these highly skilled opponents? Let's get right into the action. East side, Team Meta Slaves. West side, Team Leftovers. The good luck calls, the good sportsmanship from both teams going out. Greetings. Welcome everyone in the chat. Start to say hello to YouTube because that's where this VOD is going once we're completed here. Alright, let's announce the starts. Shad Hunter going into Cortex bots here. Sorry, Cortex vehicles. Teammate Flash in the center, starting out in Armada bots. Teammate